Well, welcome back to Desert Smoke Reviews. This is Justin.
Wyatt.
Monty.
Tonight, we're taking a look at the Upmann Legacy. Now, this is a gorgeous light brown stick. It's a bit lumpy. Definitely shows that it's a hand-rolled cigar. Seams are visible, but they're done very well. Very minimal veins. The wrapper is, even though it's very lumpy, it's very smooth. Very, very smooth. Almost buttery smooth for me. But very nice cigar. The aromas off the wrapper is just very simple, very like a mild tobacco. I don't get a lot off of it. And then off the foot, you get same thing, but maybe a hint of like milk chocolate.
Yeah, beautiful looking stick. Very, very smooth, like Justin said. Even though it is a little bit mottled, and I've got actually the seams are done extremely well, but I've got quite a few stems throughout the cigar. But yeah, really, really nice. I don't think I've ever had a cigar quite this shade. I mean, it's a very, very light brown cigar, but it looks great. The aroma off the wrapper, yeah, not too much there. Maybe like a little bit of nuttiness to go along with just kind of a straightforward tobacco. But on the foot, we've talked about like a sugary sweetness before, and I sort of get that on this cigar. And it's not quite milk chocolate to me. It's closer to a caramel, or maybe, maybe even like a vanilla. Very, very, yeah, it's very aromatic. Jorge? Monty. Whoever you are.
Monty Jorge, that was my mother's name. It is a very smooth wrapper, very silky. Construction looks great. I do see a little bit of indications of some seams, but overall, I mean, the cap is done beautifully. Not a whole lot coming off the nose here, but the foot, I do pick up a bit of kind of a sweet dried fruit smell. Maybe like raisins or something like that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to trying it. It looks really nice.
All right, let's get it cut up, lit up, and see how it goes.
Now that you say raisins, I'll be ready.
Yeah, power of perception. We don't really taste anything. We say it's just what we, that's the perception. We'll never tell why he tastes it.
Mm-hmm. Every time. Clean hotel room, grapes, whatever it may be.
Well, grapes are in the wine. Remember?
No shit.
You can really taste the smoke in this one.
Oh, that's a wonderful start.
Steal your lighter.
Yeah. Oh, that is really, really nice. It's just a little bit of pepper on the retrohale, a little bit on the finish. Very, very smooth smoke, just incredibly smooth. The whole finish, smoke just coats your tongue. I'm at a bit of a dilemma because I don't know whether the finish tastes quite like caramel, vanilla, chocolate, or grapes, but or raisins. I think I'm going to go with vanilla though. Very, very nice.
It's a really smooth cigar. Smoke is thick. I don't want to say creamy, but it's almost creamy. It's just very thick, very fills and coats your mouth. Very, very nice. I get a bit of pepper, kind of sits on the tip of my tongue. Finish is really long. I swear it must be the power of perception, but I do pick up like a dried fruit, like a dried raisin. But that could be just the power of perception. With that, I still get a nice, definitely a bit of nuttiness as well, and just some standard rich tobacco. Very nice. Jorge Monte.
Sorry, I was a little slow to get mine lit, but very nice start. Very smooth. I'd say a bit milder than I was expecting, but flavor-wise, I'm picking up maybe just like a hint of almond. I don't know if maybe that's the nutty taste that you were referring to. Not so much the sweetness that I thought would be there, but very pleasant. Definitely a great start. I'm looking forward to seeing what this develops into.
Well, let's get into the first third and see how it develops. Welcome back. We're into the first third of this H. Upmann Legacy. And for me, it's kind of definitely medium, full in body, but kind of like a medium in strength. No construction issues, no burn issues. The draw is nice. The smoke is definitely transitioned to full creaminess for me. It coats the mouth. It's very, very good. Flavors, I'm still picking up like a dried fruit. Can't really identify which type of fruit it is, but just a nice, slightly sweet dried fruit. No pepper. Pepper's all died out. I'm still picking up a bit of nuttiness, but it's kind of like Jorge mentioned it, and I agree. It's like a salty nut. Not really salty, but it's definitely got a hint there. It's very nice. Just an overall very enjoyable smoke. Why?
Yeah, I agree. There's a lot going on in the finish here. You know, just over the course of the last couple minutes we've been talking, I've talked about like peanut butter and chocolate, brought up almond. I'm still thinking about that vanilla. But really, the major player here on the finish for me is that bizarre dried fruit flavor. And I guess if I had to put a fruit to it, I would say like a dried banana, because it is a little bit, of course, drying, but it's also got kind of that sweet finish. And we've mentioned all sorts of fruit. The closest thing that I could think of is maybe a banana, but very, very good. I mean, it's a very complex cigar, and it's not too heavy, which, of course, you really enjoy.
You know, I couldn't disagree more. When you're a true aficionado of the Upmann Legacy like I am, then you can appreciate when I say that it's saucy and impertinent with just a hint of servitude. It does smack a bit of candied orange with a dry almond undertone. It's pleasant. It will do. It will do nicely.
Well, let's see how it does in the second third. Well, welcome back. We're about halfway on this H. Upmann Legacy, and still medium to full in body. Nice mild to medium in strength. It's all flavor, no strength. I really enjoy that. It is still very creamy. Flavor-wise, I'm still picking up that like a nice, slightly sweet dried fruit, and a bit of like again a slightly salted nut. Finish is very long. There's a little bit of what I mentioned, like coffee and some other earth, a little bit of wood. That finish has got a lot of different flavors. The cigar is very complex. It's got a lot going on. I just really enjoy it. Why?
Yeah, I totally agree. Like I said earlier, I mean, there's just a lot going on in this finish. You know, Justin mentioned coffee, and I get coffee. I still get that. I guess I'm going to go with like a dry banana taste. And then I still get, you know, what I was saying earlier, just a little bit of chocolate, a little bit of, you know, Justin Jorge had mentioned some nut. Just a lot going on with this cigar. Great construction. Haven't had any burn problems. I've got one little piece of the wrapper that's kind of cracked here, but other than that, great stick.
Wyatt, this burn is flawless. If you've ever had a burger with just a thick slice of cheddar, maybe some peppered bacon, smear of garlic aioli, then you know what I mean when I say this cigar tastes nothing like that. It's far more luxurious. It's fit for a man who wears silk underwear. I don't wear silk underwear, but I'm strongly considering it.
Well, with that being said, let's get into the final third and see if we get any change. Welcome back. We're at the final third of this H. Upmann Legacy, and still a beautiful cigar. Still medium to full in body, very mild in strength for me. No construction issues, no burn issues. Flavors, still getting a bit of that dried fruit. The nuttiness is definitely playing a bigger role. It's from draw into finish. I'm getting a little bit of earth. The coffee's playing a little more of a role. And now I'm getting almost like a nice sugary sweetness as well. Overall, an excellent, excellent cigar. I really enjoyed it. If I was going to rate it, I'd give it an 8.5. I think it was really good, really nice. The only thing I'll knock it is, and it really isn't the cigar's fault, it happened to be the size I got, is the ring gauge is a little big for me. I would like to get a little bit smaller ring gauge, but that's not even the cigar's fault. It still performed well. It's just an overall excellent smoke. Why?
Yeah, I agree. My one little construction issue kind of came to a head in this last third. I've got a little piece of the wrapper that is really kind of fracturing, but other than that, great cigar, very complex. I mean, just a lot going on with this cigar. Every puff you take, you get sort of different flavors. Very long-lasting finish. There's really nothing for me to complain about with this cigar other than a little bit of construction issue at the end. I'd go a little bit higher, actually. I'd give the cigar a 9. It's something I definitely want to smoke again. I'm not too experienced in H. Upmann for Huffman, but really makes me want to try more Huffman cigars. Just an overall great cigar. Smoke this at the end of your day with your drink of choice.
You know, if you're like me, then you understand that girth is nothing to bat an eye at. I do not find this offensive at all. It has cracked just a tad, but I've gone through the same thing myself, so it's quite pleasant. I do like it. I would smoke another 8.5.
Well, in conclusion, if you like our videos, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe. We'd greatly appreciate it. But until next time, smoke them if you got them.